Hello everyone and welcome back to Monster Hunter Generations Ultimate. Sorry this episode didn't go out yesterday, but I had finished making this new armor set that I have. So today we're going to be hunting some familiar faces, but we are in high rank. Okay, so it took me a little while to make armor that was actually better than our Glavenus set. But now that I've taken care of it, we can proceed. So we're up against a Tetsucabra. He's weak to water. His breakable... I'm going to go over every monster's breakable parts again, just so that I actually say the right ones this time. Tetsucabra's breakable parts are his face twice, either rear leg individually, and his back once. And you can attack his tail for massive damage, but it will not break. Oh, I should note, you can attack his tail for massive damage when it's all puffy and gray. Like that. Did I at least switch? Yes, I did. I've never mentioned which weapons I use, but I'm using the Gypceros switch axe because it has very good water and water damage, and will eventually become one of the best elemental water switch axes in the game. Ow. Not quite close enough, bud. Tempest Axe is an incredibly useful hunter art because it actually makes you move faster when you're in axe form, and it gives you more damage in axe form as well. Like, look at how much faster we move, and this is just the first rank of it. Switch axes have different types of files. The Gypceros switch axe has an element file which boosts the elemental damage that it does. Another type of file is there's power file, but that only increases the amount of raw damage that a weapon deals, that the switch axe does. Other files are exhaust file that causes file effects are also only active in sword form. For a switch axe. Another example of a switch axe's file is the exhaust file, which causes the monster to exhaust more quickly and can cause stunning blows when you attack the monster in the head. I wanted to stop doing that. stamina, but luckily our new armor regenerates stamina really quickly, and we use less of it too for different actions. Look at how little stamina this costs. Missed. Since both of his tusks are broken now, he can't pull up large rocks. Sidestep real bad there. We're messing him up. Okay, let's put that away, then reload. And continue the hunt. Couldn't get out of the way fast enough. If I'd gone for that last swing, I could have gotten a shoot stance off. Haha, gotcha. And he's gone. Do 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 do. Sucker. So that's a high rank Tetsucabra. I will do my best to confirm appropriate information when detailing monsters' breakable parts. Still gonna get a few things wrong, I can just know because of how my brain works. But the information will be mostly more reliable. But anyway, I'll be back with the next monster. Okay, we're back with the new monster. I think I found him. So, I pointed out the last weapon that I used. So, this is the Rathalos Sword and Shield. It will eventually become one of the best fire sword and shields. Now, you just witnessed the Gypceros using one of his new high rank abilities, which he can actually start up his flash ability while he's pecking. Get down. Another thing that he does is I believe he has bigger globs of poison. And they slide down inclines more than they did before. Too late. Gypceros have only one breakable part. I got that right the first time. His only breakable part is his head. And it prevents him from performing his flashing, so he'll just give you an opening at that point instead. And he can also do that instantly occasionally. So it really behooves you to get rid of that the bit of his head. This one's kind of tall. His becking when he's enraged at least can also poison. And it steals items as well. Or it can steal items. It is not guaranteed to steal an item when he attacks. We brought our Chaos Oils Hunter Art. There goes his headpiece. Okay, and as you can see, he's still trying to do it, but he's incapable of doing it. Ow. Body. Ow. Face. I believe you can apply any of the existing Hunter Oils while Chaos Oil is still active, and they will apply twice the effects, I believe, except for Mind's Eye Oil. That will not add any extra effect, because your attacks already don't bounce. If I keep up this onslaught, I'll be able to fit a third monster in. I'm so sprightly with my new armor. Oh, yep, he's faking his death. Please help me. Okay, that's the only thing we're gonna be able to get off of him. I wanted to get out of there sooner, but oh well. Didn't work out that way. One thing I really dislike about him doing that is that you have to retarget him. That, and it's just straight up obnoxious anyway. So, in higher rank monsters have higher sharpness resistances on their bodies, though we are also on orange sharpness right now. And now we're on red. Now I forgot to paintball the monster, but I'll keep track of where his shadow goes. This way. I think he's not going to the area that we're going to right now, I don't think, but we can get to where he's going from this direction. Yeah, I was correct. This is the Yeah, this is the Primal Forest. There he is. He sleeps in the area above this one, but I don't remember its number. I was really hoping for a mount there. Should get one now. Come on, climb the ledge, dang it. Really still faking it. I'm just gonna take the opportunity to wail on you. So there is an attack with Chaos Oil, but the primary effect is to give you all of the effects of the oils at once. I realized that I have never explained something that I do. So if you see me use an item, you will almost always see me immediately switch to the empty slot in my quick bar in the lower right-hand corner. And the reason I do that is so that I don't accidentally use any items that I don't want to whenever my weapon's put away. So you get used to quickly moving through the line, you figure out which way is the correct way, the fastest way to get to whatever you need, and then you go for it. And once you learn that, you'll be better at using items. It's especially important when you're using Sword and Shield, because you can use items whenever your Sword and Shield is out if you block. But anyway, I'm going to see if we can fit in another monster. Okay, we're back. We're at the Ruined Pinnacle. I'm going to take the map because I don't know my way around this place. We're here to hunt Yian Kut-Ku. That looks so incredibly flat, but it does still look cool. Like, you could see they were going for like a far away type look, but they didn't actually render it. It's just a flat image, but oh well. It's like a texture, basically. It's funny. But this area is still really cool in general. Do I have to climb this wall? I do. So I brought our Princess Rapier. This is a Rathian weapon. It deals poison status effect. I don't think I've used a status effect weapon so far. They can be good or bad depending on the situation. For poison, it depends on how easily the monster gets inflicted with poison and how much damage it does to them. The other status ailments are kind of hit or miss. Blast works just like poison does. You have to figure out how effective it'll be for the situation. Well, you'd have to... Certain monsters are more resistant to certain statuses than others are. So, for some of them, like paralysis, for example, would be pointless because it wouldn't accomplish anything. Or poison will do no damage worth talking about, so you don't want to bring that either. Another example is you don't want to bring Blast against a Brachydios. And different things like that. When you're hunting solo, I wouldn't recommend using paralysis that much, because the monster stays paralyzed for such a short amount of time. A solo hunter's probably not going to get as much benefit out of it as a group of hunters. And where is this Yian Kut-Ku? I'm going to switch to our paintballs so that I remember to do it whenever we find him. He has to have moved at this point, or he was at 9. Oh wait, I have seen him. He has moved. Oh, don't tell me he was at 8 when we left it. I thought I heard something. Well, time to look for a Dragon Watcher, also to fast forward. Up, I found him. He looks kinda, yeah, he looks very big, actually. Ow! Amazingly, that didn't hurt that much, considering we're weak to fire. Well, at least I'm pretty sure we're weak to fire. Yeah, that's our lowest stat, like elemental resistance. So in terms of breakable parts, Yian Kut-Ku only has one breakable part, and that is its head. One time. So we've successfully poisoned the monster. You can tell because of the purple bubbles appearing from his head. So poison will deal damage over a certain amount of time, and it'll only ever deal a set amount of damage. But it can be quite helpful. Many Elder Dragons are especially weak to poison. For statuses that deal damage, for any status weapon, the only actual stat that you need to look for them is their raw damage. Because unlike elemental weapons, status weapons don't deal extra damage per hit. So like I said, the poison will only ever deal a set amount of damage. It's preset. So the amount of poison status on a weapon denotes how quickly it accumulates poison on the enemy monster. So like, for example, this has 14 poison, which means it generates poison on monsters relatively slowly. Time to sharpen. There we go. Where are you going? 1. Hey, Kut-Ku, you think we can finish this relatively quickly? Yian Kut-Ku will often freeze up if it's not enraged whenever you explode it. It's also susceptible to sonic bombs. Additionally, any monster that's affected by sonic bombs will more often than not be affected by the roars of other monsters as well. Not that you can use that to your advantage as easily as a sonic bomb, but you know. It's a thing. There's a great Macau crashing our party. Now, I gave one of my Palicos Dung Bombay, and he used it on the Great Macau, so it should leave relatively soonish. There goes his head break. Ow. If I remember correctly, the biology It's either feline biologist food skill, or the biology armor skill, possibly both. But you can increase the chances that a dung bomb will work. Like, sometimes a monster will just completely ignore the fact that they've been hit with a dung bomb. Other times it'll take a while for them to actually leave. I think the Kut-Ku actually takes more damage on its body from slashing damage than its head. Yeah, just a little bit. He's not pleased with us, but he's also close to death. Which way are we gonna go? Back to 6. I'd sharpen, but he's so close to death and we can't bounce right now. That why bother? Oh great, the Great Macau is here. I'd like to finish him here. Down he goes. Down. And there we go. That should be a good length for an episode. Let's go find something to gather. This'll work. I'll be back when we're at the Soratorium. Okay. That's gonna call it for another episode of Monster Hunter Generations Ultimate. I'll catch you in the next one. Thanks everyone so much for watching. If you enjoyed this video, please leave a like to let me know and subscribe if you'd like to see more. I hope you all have a wonderful day and I'll see you in the next video.